Hey y'all, good morning, good morning. Listen, really quick, Latrice Bartley with Purposefully Living, your accountability partner, coach, and mentor. Y'all getting fit? Come on, got to get fit for life. So listen, I just finished running, and y'all know when I run, I get a download. So I want to share this with you. Let me stop for a minute because I'm so tired. Okay. I want to encourage you to allow God to do something new. What am I talking about? Many times we have in our life where we remember periods in our life, maybe when we were strong, when we were soaring, when we were at our best, right? And we compare our now to then. And I think if we be honest, we've all done it. I'm going to give a more practical example. I was flipping through some pictures trying to find something to send to someone, and y'all, pictures started coming up from like 5 to 7 years ago, or maybe 3 to 5 years ago. And I was like, oh my God, look at me. I was so small. Look at my face. Oh my God. Like I hadn't seen those pictures in so long. I was like, oh my God. And so you start instantly like, oh, look at me now, da 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 da. Don't do that. Here's what I want to remind you. Sometimes we are our hardest critics, we, ourselves. And just like the Bible says that the person that judges themselves by another is not wise, it's not wise to even compare your own self to yourself, okay? Here's what I want you to be reminded. Our life is in seasons. Seasons. When I look back on those pictures, and I instantly started feeling some kind of way because I'm judging my body now. I'm judging. But y'all, the season that I accomplished that, that was a whole season that I remember when the Lord was doing something. As a matter of fact, it was the birthing of my business. There was a whole process that the Lord took me in. And so sometimes we're trying to accomplish that place. But God is a God that does all things new. He makes all things new. I want you to look forward. Don't even look into your past, even if your past is good. Because the fact of the matter is, you can't press forward, walk forward, looking backwards. You can't do it. But whether you maybe accomplished things, or you were great in this, or maybe you were even, you had some failures, you had some obstacles, some challenges. Whatever happened, the bottom line is it's in the past. If anything, let that fuel you for your future. And so I just wanted to share with you because it was funny. The Lord just brought that to me as I was running. And I just began as I was running to say, God, do something new. Lord, build something new. Change my body anew. Create in me new muscles. Look, go ahead and architecturally design me in the spirit. Y'all, I started getting excited because the reality is, yes, I had achieved some great weight loss. But I said, God, I got a different goal. Like, I want you to change me inside and out. I want you to change my mind, like fortify me. Like I saw myself so sculpted. I'm going after a sculpted body, not just in muscle, but inside. Boldness, fearlessness, just taking God at his word, faith-driven, faith-fueled. But at the same time, I said, Lord, do a new thing. And I want to encourage you, let him do a new thing. Don't look back on what you did, the money you had, the accomplishments you had. Great. But that was that season. But you're in a different season. And sometimes we're trying to relive and recreate, and it's not going to happen. You know what the Lord gave to me as I was thinking about that? It's like the crack addict. And I've never been addicted to crack. But one thing, my mom had a friend that went through that when she was like in college. And my mom said the saddest part is to see them trying to get that initial high that they will never get. And so their addiction, they're constantly trying to get to that moment that won't happen. And that's what we do. We're looking at that period, that marriage that we had, that relationship when our business was on high, when we had this much money in the account. God is a God of new. Like, who's to say he can't do more and better? Who's to say that he can't, that was your body then, but God said, I'm going to blow your mind as you give your mind, your spirit, and your soul to me. Like, don't look on what you were and what you was and, oh, I could get into that. God said, I'm fitting you for something new. He fitting you for purpose. He fitting you for life. Purpose for life, y'all. So I want to encourage you, press forward. Don't look back. We pressing forward. We can't be drawn back. We can't walk forward in all that God has for us to do, constantly looking back. Let those things be, if I could say, stones of memorial. Whether it was something that, an obstacle that you went through, but guess what? It didn't take you out. Whether it was a time that your business was on a high, well, guess what? Remember and say, God, do better. But I just want to encourage you to pray and say, God, do a new thing. Do a new thing in my mind. Do a new thing in my spirit. Do a new thing in my health journey. Do a new thing in my finances. Do a new thing in my marriage. Do a new